Hello and welcome to One on One, New York's longest running sports call-in show. Along with Tyler Hugh, I'm Colin Loughran, and we're thrilled to be joined by the 2020 PBR World Finals event winner, Boudreaux Campbell. How are you doing today, Boudreaux?
I'm doing great, man. Just loving New York, enjoying my time off, getting ready for tomorrow. But the city's beautiful. It's awesome here.
Well, welcome to New York. I mean, it's a great. Is this your first time here, or have you been here before?
This is my third year here. I've been here a couple times, and so it's pretty cool. Just coming from Texas, from a small little bitty city I live in, to New York, the big city. It's a lot different.
Boudreaux, your bio says that your dad was also a bull rider. I'm wondering what role, if any, did that play in your decision to become one yourself?
My dad, he said he rode bulls and stuff, but he never really was that good or anything. So he never, he was no count at riding bulls, and he'll tell you that. Yeah, he got on bulls back in the day, but he wasn't very good.
So you exceeded the expectations over there. So you're the best
Yeah,
bull rider in the family
I
by
mean,
far.
he's always helped me get better and always helped train and get me where I need to go. But for as of him being a bull rider, no, not too good.
That's pretty funny. You did in terms of your journey, you were the PBR Rookie of the Year in 2020. Also the same year that you won the World Finals event. What was that rise like?
Just showing up to the World Finals that year, I was just glad to be there. I didn't go to many events throughout the year, so I was just barely squeaked in to make the finals. And riding in Texas and getting the win in Texas, it was awesome. My home state, and it was definitely the biggest amount of money I've ever won at one time. And I couldn't have been happier to do it right there in Texas. It was a 4 hour drive back to the house or 3 hour drive back to the house after I was done. So that was real easy. But it felt good, just always wanted to do that. I've always dreamed about doing that as a little kid. And ever since then, it's just time to get better. You take each step, each process at a time.
I'm just wondering, Boudreaux, you mentioned that this is something you've wanted to do since you were very young. How young does this start for you, this passion for bull riding?
I started riding like the little sheep and calves when I was 4 years old, and just grew up around the Western lifestyle. And it started as a very young age. I knew I wanted to do this ever since I started as a little kid. It's never had a plan B or anything. It's always been bull riding for the rest of my life until I can't ride no more.
Well, you started off your riding career very successfully. You were the sixth ever rookie to win the PBR World Finals. What does it mean to you to be in such rare company?
It means great. I mean, every guy's name on that list is legendary, and they've all done some with their career. So just to add my name to that list is very special to me, and it's something I've always wanted to do. And I'm glad I did it. But the journey doesn't stop there. Every one of us are riding all year long for a world title. So that's what we're going for.
For someone that doesn't know a whole lot about bull riding, how would you explain the sensation of the sport?
Uh, yeah, I've never jumped out of an airplane, but I feel like it'd be suiting up to jump out of an airplane. That's the closest feeling I get to it. It's just a bunch of reaction. You ain't got much time to think, and you got a 1,900-pound animal in your legs.
I mean, you did after your rookie season in 2020, you did have a little injury. It was a broken scaphoid bone, as it said, and your non-riding wrist. But you came back from that. You clinched your first ever Unleash the Beast victory. What does that really feel like coming back from a major injury to defy the odds and win a massive tournament?
Um, it's it's definitely, you gotta just kind of put it in the back of your mind and not think about it. It's definitely there, and you do think about it. But at the end of the day, if this is your job and this is what you do, this is what you got to do and get the job done. You can't think about none of that. Can't think about the past, and it's time to focus on the next goal at hand. And so all that kind of got to go out the window, especially if you want to be good at this sport.
100%. But did the rehab process really teach you much, like a lot about yourself, like teach you to be patient, or not really? Was
Uh,
it just like you
yeah,
want to get back to the grind?
yeah. I mean, definitely a little bit of patience, is because you want to go every single weekend. That's how you make a living. If we don't go, we don't make no money. So we got to be out there riding. So when you definitely get hurt and have to take time off, it's definitely got to be mentally strong, and just be patient. Let the doctors, they know what they're doing. So just try to train as much as you can with what you can do when you're off, and then that way when you do come back, you're ready to fire on all cylinders.
I saw on your social media, and you mentioned here at the top of the interview that you're in New York City this weekend for that MSG event. I know you said you've been enjoying this beautiful city as you described it. Anything surprised you on this trip here?
I got to go snowboarding in Royal Mountain upstate, and so I didn't think they had ski resorts up here, so that did surprise me.
I mean, it is ski country around here, obviously Northeast and obviously in Colorado out west in the mountains. But have you been able to like explore the city, like explore the food? Obviously, New York City and Texas is very different. What's your impressions like the food and the culture around here? Big culture shock, probably.
Yeah, it's a big culture shock. It's a lot different, but the food and everything around here is it's a lot different from back home. But it sure is good. I'm liking the sushi and the pizza.
Obviously, bull riding here in New York, maybe not what it is in some other parts of the country, but in your mind, Boudreaux, is there a way to grow the sport so it reaches all different types of markets?
I don't get paid to do that. That's not my cup of tea. I mean, I might have some ideas, but there's a lot of people that are way higher up than me that they get paid to think of ways to bigger and better the sport. My biggest deal is probably just get back to the youth, make sure there's a lot of up and coming youth guys coming to keep this sport alive.
Well, Boudreaux, we know you're a busy man these days, so we're going to let you go here. Thank you for joining us. And everyone, be sure to check out the PBR's Unleash the Beast event this weekend at Madison Square Garden. Stay tuned to One-on-One for now, though.